I have a valid excuse for missing uploads for the first time ever. I got engaged. Yep, you can leave your congrats in the comments. Thank you, thank you. Where were we? Naruto summons. I think this is the giant multi-headed dog that the animal path of pain summons. It looks sick. It does quite a lot of damage and it's not easily stopped. So I think I'm going to put it A tier. This is the outer husk of the Tentails, something like that. It's more used to extract tailed beasts from the Jinchurikis, if I'm not mistaken. Not really used in combat. It also doesn't look that cool. I'll put it in B. Orochimaru's dual-headed snakes. I actually can't even remember if these are canon. Quite forgettable. And bro, we get it. You can use snakes. C tier. Kakashi's Ninken. A huge Kakashi fanboy, so I would put this S tier because I love him so much, but it's actually not that cool of a summon. Like, even the first time we saw it, it was like one of the early on summons. I was like, that's kind of lame. So I'll put a B. Nah, yeah, B. I almost thought this was one of the frogs in the pain arc when Naruto arrives. But I think this is from the Konoha Crush. Something like Food Cart Destroyer. I don't remember much about it, so I'm just gonna pop it in C. It is hilarious though. Edo Tensei, come on, that's easily an S tier. It's literally like 20% of the show is because of this summoning technique. Don't quote my maths on that. I didn't work out shit. Next is Iron Maiden. I don't think it is a canon summon. I think it's anime only, but it's still sick as fuck. And I liked it so much when I watched it because it was like a prison and it looked cool. So I'm gonna put it A tier. Next is Tamari's summon, the Sickle Weasel, I think it's called. That summon had so much potential. It literally gets summoned, chops down a giant forest in one attack, leaves, and we never see it again. Like, what the fuck? If she used that more often, I'd put it S tier. But because it's a one-hit wonder, I think it has to go in B. Nah, it's actually so cool. It can go in A. This is one of the gates. There's so many gate summonings, like Rainwater Gate. I personally hate all of those, so F tier. Well, not all of them. We'll see which ones climb. But that one specifically, it's also anime only, so F tier. Another defensive gate, Rashomon. This is just the beginner level Rashomon that even Sakon and Ukon can summon, so F tier. I actually can't remember much about this summoning. I know it's in the Hidden Rain and it's like amplification something, but it did not leave a mark on me, so C tier because it's still cooler than these. This is the quintuple Rashomon, which I think is the highest number, so it can go in C. This is the how many is that? That looks to be triple, so it'll go in F. Then we have Toad Mouth Bind, B tier. It's still just a fucking throat. I can't remember what this is called, but I know Jiraiya summons it as a disguise. It's like some sort of shop. It's in one of those stupid summons, just like the food cart. So it'll go in C. And actually I was really harsh on quintuple Rashomon, so it'll go in B. Actually, if I forgot the fucking tea shop, triple can also go above it. And so can the normal Rashomon. This, I have no idea what it is. I don't think it's canon either. Looks to be a cage of sorts. So just a lamer version of Iron Maiden. This is Fu's B summoning technique. Something like 1,000 stingers or something like that. I did like Fu. Fu is one of the cooler Jinchurikis, so a B. I think this is reverse summoning, where Naruto's reverse summoned into the battlefield against Pain from Mount Miyabuki. S tier. That's fucking cool to be able to summon yourself, like a clone of yourself, for some chakra. That's sick as hell. Gengetsu's giant clam was so OP in the war arc. Like, the genjutsu that was putting the entire Shinobi Alliance under was mad. I hated it so much because it was against us, like I fought in the war, because it was against the Shinobi forces. So I would put it F if it was on how much I liked it, but we have to admit it's sick as fuck. It's A. Monkey King Enma might be a little overrated, but I do love him. He's so cool. Kurama, is he a summon? I guess Obito and Madara summoned him, right? When he was under their control. They didn't actually sign a deal with him. They just manipulated him. I mean, if we're counting him as a summon, he has to be S tier. He's a fucking tailed beast. The strongest tailed beast. Tailed beast. This is some sort of snake summoning from Sasuke that isn't Aoba or Manda. So, because it's not them, it's just B tier. It's just white snakes. Him and Orochimaru have thousands of them. Itachi's crow is not necessarily strong, but I just love everything around it, like how deceptive it is, how he uses it for genjutsu. Itachi and his crows are sick as fuck, but not S tier level. We'll put them in A. This is Kudomaru's spider summon that is kind of just like a fucking spawner for small summons. Literally feels like you find a mine shaft in Minecraft, and that's the fucking spider spawner. F tier. Ibuse. Hanzo the Salamander is a salamander. Imagine you are this fucking dictator, warlord, war hero, strongest person in the village, and you get named after your summon. Like, how do I word this in a way that's not offensive? Like, if Hitler had a cat. S tier. This is Guy's Tortoise. Another early summon we get to see, and I feel like we never see it again. It's funny, but like, nah. C tier. Does this just count as the giant toads from Mount Miyabuku? If it does, then S tier. This S tier is a little too stacked. Let's drop the salamander down. The Reaper Death Seal. I don't count this as a summoning. I think this is a sealing jutsu. Like, did Tobirama make a contract, sign a contract with death itself? I don't think so. It was a sealing jutsu tier list of the S tier, but summoning Katsuyu, one of the big three. OP as hell in the War arc and in the Pain Invasion arc, just healing everyone. Sick as hell. This looks to be Kisame's sharks. I didn't know they were summoning jutsu, but I can't remember him or how they appear. I can't remember the fight. It's just sharks. B tier. This is Danzo's big ass elephant thing. If I remember correctly, it's kind of strong. I could be misremembering, but I'm gonna pop it in A for design alone. It's so cool. These are rocks. Yeah. This is Toyuya's demons. Can't remember what they're called, but they're strong as hell until the weasel shows up and destroys them. So for that reason, we can't put it above the weasels, but they will go in A tier. No, fuck, I can't have Toyuya's summoned in A tier. Behave yourself. I think this is that summon in Boruto, Nue? Yeah, I think Nue sounds correct. They hyped this creature up so much in that early episode where the girl's father is like a rogue scientist and he creates this thing with like dark magic and science and all kinds of shit. He creates this absolute monster. They did all that hyping up just for Konohamaru to defeat it. Like, come on. All that hyping up and you can't even get like the Hokage or someone to take it out. I know Konohamaru's not that weak, but come on. See, nah, the design's also not great. Damn it, Ikimoto. Garuda, similar to the weasel, just comes out of nowhere. We see it once or twice and then we never see it again. But it's a fucking hawk, so A tier. This is Shino's summoning that he rescues Boruto and Mitsuki on. It's a giant bug, so B. Manda, again, one of the big three, has to be in S tier. And then Auda, I think I said Alba earlier. Like Jessica Alba. Auda, the replacement to Manda, we'll pop him in S tier too. So giant fucking snake. You have to. Speaking of snakes, another thing Orochimaru just can do. More snake stuff. C tier. More snakes. And this is Anko's jutsu. And I feel like it's not a summoning jutsu. I feel like it's just manipulation of your body to turn them into snakes. It's not summoning. That's like saying Shino's insect jutsu is a summoning jutsu. Like his standard one, not the one here. Not a summoning. And also Orochimaru's too. Fuck that. Another fucking... These look like Mitsuki's snakes, but I feel like they're not a summoning jutsu either. And then, I don't know what this is, but this looks like that episode where Naruto's a robot. Is that a summon, or is it just a robot? F tier. I don't know what the fuck just happened to this list, but it fell off a cliff at the end. Whoever made this, shame on you for just including random jutsus and filler episodes. But I hope you like my rankings of the proper list. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next week with a proper Naruto video. This is just a quick one on the come down from my engagement high. So please like the video, please do subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Peace.